So I'm with the students from the Faculty of Education, and I would like to get their insights about what they know or what idea they have about land expropriation without compensation.
Yeah, based on that, I believe this is actually an unfair act that has been going on, because it's like a land has been taken from the rightful owners without them having to benefit in terms of that exchange taking process. I feel like this is not really pretty much social justice in a way, because if ever we say we're living in a democratic country, it means that everything has to be done according towards the human rights, of which I quote the right to equality. So that is actually mostly based on that, and I feel like rightful actions have to be taken place based on that.
Places like Alexandra, where they don't even have land, but you find that there is land that white people own as farms or whatever. Some people that stay even in London, they have land in South Africa that is not even used.
The expropriation of land is the idea of taking land from people that have been previously enfranchised by the system and giving it back to people that have been disenfranchised by the system. So it is the idea of for some form of reparation of what has happened in the past. So in terms of South Africa, expropriation of land without compensation is the idea of taking land from people that even might be legal owners to that land, and even wrongfully taking it away from them and giving it to people that, assumably by the criteria given by the government of previous disenfranchisement, giving back to them because they assumably deserve it.
Righting the wrongs of the past in terms of what the government thinks should now be right. So taking land from, people who might have gotten it in the wrong way, might not have bought the land legally, or their ancestors might not have bought the land legally.
The Africans were disadvantaged by their apartheid government, so they had no rights. So I think for now, I think it's time they took what's their section.
Okay, yes, we're taking land back, but if we're supposed to be a country of change, the way we take it back should be much different to the way they want to do it, because the way they're doing it is the way they did it in the past, which is absolutely unfair. I mean, we can't speak about democracy and equality, and yet that's not how we treat our people.
I think it's a good thing, considering that it is done appropriately. For instance, what I mean by appropriately is that if we take land maybe that was used for farming, we can't give to people who know nothing about farming, So if we take land from people who are farming, we should give it to people who have experience or are going to continue there and benefit from it, because it will be useless to take that land and give it to maybe someone who where the land will just stay idle there.
So if they can amend the constitution so that we can take the land with a compensation, that would be better. So they have to amend the constitution that they can do that.
Do it in a way that's civilized, at least for those that you're taking it from. I'm not saying give them millions, but do give them some sort of compensation to show that there is compassion.
But we cannot return the land to people who are not pretty much having the skills to use the land more effectively. Because remember, in South Africa, we're trying to increase our economic growth. But then if ever we do that, place the resources to discuss limited resources to people who do not have the skills to operate it, it will also create another further problems.
You also taking it illegally from people who have obtained it legally. So after a while, people actually own the land, they owned it, they paid for it. So taking it back, the government taking it back is also taking it illegally from them. So in turn, it's the same thing that happened back then, it's happening again.
Thank you for taking part in African Insights, and we really appreciate your insights.